परम सत्कारयोग साध संगत जी सारे जने गज के आखो धन श्री सतगुरु राम सिंह सच्चा पातशाह साढ़े धन भाग ने कि असी अमृतमई गुरबाणी आस दी वार का गायन सरवण किया है तो सच्चे पातशाह के पवित्र दर्शन किए हैं. Today I'm going to be talking about Sodh Maryada, but I want to start with what convinces us of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Sikhi. I want to take everybody back into history that before Guru Nanak Dev Ji's time, a lot of people relied on the Pandits, the religious preachers of that time, the religious scholars of that time, in reliance of their spirituality. At their birth, they relied on them for their spirituality. For their marriage, they relied on them for their spirituality. There was nothing they could do, or what they could do on their own for their own spirituality. Guru Nanak Dev Ji took us out of all of this hypocrisy that you are reliant on anybody for your own Sikhi. Sache Pashi said, if you are going to rely on anybody, you rely on your Sadguru. Then if we go later on, after the time of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Sache Pasha Ji, there was a time that upon the Sikhs, after Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us a unique identity, the Sikhs forgot that unique identity. Then Sadguru Ram Singh Ji came and reinstated that identity, asked for that original Maryada from Bhai Rai Singh Ji from Hazur Sahib, and reinstated that Maryada. Why is that important? It's because Sache Pasha Ji wanted to give us that uniqueness and wanted to give us that discipline. And this was nothing new. Sometimes we think that only Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us this Sikhi. But when we look in Gurbani, Sache Pasha says, Kar isnan simar prabh apna manatan pe aroga. Asi aaj vi yahi kita. Asi ishnan kita, aake ਸਾਡੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਰਤੀ ਟਿਕਾ ਕੇ ਨਾਮ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕੀਤਾ. ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਨਵੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ. Later on, Sache Pasha Ji says, Gur sat gur ka jo sikh akhaye, so pal ke uthar naam tyave. That person that calls themselves a Sikh of the Guru, they will wake up early, have a bath, and meditate in the lotus feet of their Sadguru. Now, linking this to Sodh Maryada. Just recently, Sadguru Pratap Singh Ji, the day of their Jyoti Jyot Divas has just passed 2-3 days ago. The form of Sodh Maryada that we see now is the blessing of Sadguru Pratap Singh Ji. And the development of this is the kirpa of Sadguru Jagatjit Singh Ji, how we keep this Sodh Maryada. Now, what is this? When we read Asadiwar, we heard this today. Sucha ehen akhiya behan je pinda toye, suche sahi nanaka janman vasya soye. Ek koi barli, keval barli Maryada nahi. This is for us to connect with the One. When we keep cleanliness, it helps us with our meditation. You can ask any of the Ragi Singhs here or anybody that keeps Sodh Maryada. When you start keeping Sodh Maryada, you start feeling an inner connection with your Sadguru. A lot of people, when they start keeping Sodh Maryada, it's only with this in mind that they want the khushiyan of their Sadguru. But it develops from this, and you start connecting within, you start connecting with One. Why did Guru Gobind Singh Ji give such importance to this? Sache Pasha says, Rahani rahe soi sikh mera, o sahib mein uska chehra. Later on, Sache Pasha kehende ne, jahan tha ke sake prasad, sikh nahi mera aaj juga. Sache Pasha gave us this discipline. Asi panch kakar rakhde hain, we keep our panch kakar. None of this should be hypocritical. We shouldn't shak amrit and then after that put our kanga somewhere else and then do biyadbi of our case. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji removed us from this hypocrisy. The reason we follow this is because we want to join with the One and remove ourselves from this doubt, remove ourselves from this duality. If we wanted to look at the three main elements of Sodh Maryada, the first element of Sodh Maryada is Uddam. The meaning of Uddam is discipline, the action of to be able to do something. Like I was saying, Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, do not rely on anybody, rely on the One. What that means is you never feel that I rely on somebody else. Sadhguru Ji made their Sikh sovereign. The second aspect of Sodh Maryada is hygiene and cleanliness. If we see in our daily life, due to hygiene and cleanliness, we've just passed through the time of COVID, where just then people found out what is the negative aspects of shaking our hands, what's the negative aspects of being too close to each other. These things are so important. This is things that Sadguru Nanak Dev Ji, things that Guru Ram Singh Ji have given us a long time ago. We now look at science, and science feels that they have developed our society. But there's aspects of this where Guru Nanak Dev Ji, from connecting with the One, have told us things that people couldn't predict till many, many years later. Even with discipline, when we're talking about discipline, we all go to work. When we go to work and we reach there late, we will not ever get respect from our colleagues. It's the same with Sikhi. If we don't follow that discipline, we'll never get respect. We'll never feel that love from the Sadguru. We have to follow this discipline. The last aspect of Sodh, the first one being Uddam, the second one being cleanliness, and the last one being the fear of your Guru. At the end of the Rahatnama, Guru Ram Singh Ji says, Khauf rakhna Guru da hardam. When you start keeping Sodh Maryada, that feeling that your Guru is always with you, this saves you from making a lot of mistakes. If we feel that all the time, that our Guru is with us all the time, we can imagine ourselves how much we would feel connected to our Guru. This is the meaning of Sodh Maryada. The meaning of Sodh Maryada isn't that you start keeping cleanliness, you tell other people to stay away from me. There's a time from Sadguru Ram Singh Ji's time where there's a Sikh filling their Gadava near the Kui near Ram Mandir, where Ram Mandir is now. Obviously, it wasn't Ram Mandir at that time. That Sikh is filling their Gadava, Soda, Ishnan Kita, O Manja Hoya, is filled with Soda Jal, and somebody comes who is thirsty. And they ask the Sodhi, can you give me water, please? And he says no. He, in his mind, thinks if I give this person Jal, my Gadava will become Khulla and I will have to manj it again, I will have to make it clean again. He says, please give me water, I'm very thirsty. He says no again. He goes into the Diwan, into the Sangat, and Sadguru Ram Singh Ji says, I am thirsty. With that same Gadava, he comes forward and with a lot of cha, with a lot of enthusiasm, he says that, Sache Pasha Ji, I've just bought Jal. Sadguru Ram Singh Ji says, why didn't you give it to me when I asked 2 times, when I asked a load of times over there? It's a key. So this is Sodh Maryada. Sache Pasha ne bahut kirpa ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਜੋ ਸਕੀਏ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਸੋਚਿਓ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਇੱਕ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਰੂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਦਾ ਜਾ ਚੱਕਾਂ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ।